Allen
is not going
at the draft
until they get 3 first-rounders.
They're stupid. They literally can't get 3 first-rounders for him.
1 or 2 starters. And if you can't give 2 starters, then you got to throw in some other picks.
Like I said, Sean Lee and a third.
Sean Lee's not a starter, bro. Nobody wants Sean Lee.
Yes, he is. Sean Lee would be the best linebacker.
Nobody wants Sean Lee.
Sean Lee would be a starter on that trash defense for the Texans.
No, he's not.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
No, he wouldn't, bro.
Yes, he would, bro. How you gonna? He started this year.
Sean Lee's gonna get cut, and somebody in the Texans might sign him.
Sean Lee was better than Brian Cushing his whole career. There, Sean Lee was better than Brian Cushing his whole career, and they wouldn't let go of Brian Cushing. So, if they can have Bernardrick McKinney, I forget the other guy.
He's not a marquee part of the trade. Nobody's trading for it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I'm giving you a first-round pick.
If anything, the Cowboys would probably have to throw in one of those linebackers.
Nope.
One of those corners.
The corners aren't even good.
What's his face? The first-rounder from last year.
I'm not giving you CD Lamb. I might give you Michael Gallup, but then you got to throw in Brandon Cooks.
Well, actually, they probably have to throw in Brandon Cooks to make the money work anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. If I give you Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and a first-round pick.
No, you got to do 30 first-rounders, bro. Deshaun Watson.
That is 3 first-rounders. Deshaun would. Dak has first-round pick value.
Yeah, but he has a fourth round.
And a starter.
I know, but he has first-round pick value.
Or 2.
Okay, what I'm saying is, do you want to be good, or do you want to tank for 4 years and keep getting picks? Which one do you want?
Man. That's why.
Because they're not getting Trevor Lawrence, bro. They're not getting any top-notch QB in this draft.
The thing is, just like the Rockets, at some point, a team is going to get desperate enough. Either the Texans are going to get desperate enough and maybe trade him only for 2 first-rounders, or someone's going to pay those 3 first-rounders and try to win a chip.
Can we be honest? Can I be really honest right now?
What?
The Houston Texans are like that chick who she had one thing about her that was really hot in high school. But other than that, she was a bird. And then a couple years after high school, she got pregnant, and now she's ugly as fuck selling Herbalife. That's what the Houston Texans are.
Wow.
C grade at best. B with makeup on a pig. That's what they are. They're every hot chick in high school who's now washed, who sells Herbalife and waist trainers, but can't fit in the actual waist trainer. That's literally what the Houston Texans are. The Houston Texans are that chick you thought was a baddie in the club all night. Come to find out when the lights come on, the bitch looks like a janitor. Sorry for being misogynistic, but we're really who the fuck are the Houston Texans to call hands on anybody? This is just good business if I'm the Cowboys. And it's in Texas. You keep it in the state. You're in the AFC, I'm in the NFC. You get my old work, I get your new work. It's like fucking the Kendalls being the Kendall Jenner being passed around by all the light skinned dudes in the NBA. Devin Booker, all them it's a fair deal. It's a fair deal. Shut the fuck up, take the deal, and just be about your day. You can't tell me if the Houston Texans lose Deshaun Watson but get Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott, and a first-round pick from the Cowboys back, and they were ass juice all year, and Sean Lee, you can't tell me that's not a fair deal. If Patrick Mahomes can get paid the ungodly amount of money he got, the league, the salary cap is a bullshit illusion. They just tell us that, the viewing public, but if I guarantee you, if I looked at all the numbers, you could make a contract work year to year, the same way colleges make those bullshit 4-year scholarships work year to year when it's really only 1 year at a time, and if you transfer, I don't let you pick the school you really want to go to, because fuck you. Can we stop?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, because fuck you, that's why. Can we stop pretending as if the Houston Texans are some marquee franchise. Like, I don't know what they're paying you, Pete, but, like, break me in on the deal. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can't tell me, like, if this was the Green Bay Packers, I'd be like, all right, you got a point.
Are you done yet?
If this was the New York Giants and they were giving up Saquon Barkley, I'd be like, you got a point.
Are you done yet?
But, like, the Houston Texans, who the fuck are the Houston Texans? They're Felicia if she got off crack on Friday.
Jesus Christ.
That's what the Houston Texans are. The Houston Texans are that chick. I think it was in the movie. Was it Juice? Oh, shit. I forget which movie, but she was like, I'll suck your dick, little boy. Like, I forget what movie it was, but that's who the Houston Texans are. That chick. She got clean, and she used to be hot, and she's still around the neighborhood. That's the Houston Texans. You had a lot of potential, but you're never really going to reach it. Like, how the fuck do you cut J.J. Watt? You cut Captain America. Almost. You cut Captain America, bro. Like, how come every, like, 4 dudes on your team who are Hall of Fame guys, you ruined all their careers? Do you really think I'm going to trust you with 3 first-round picks, especially my first-round pick equity? No. Come up off that.
Are you done yet?
Last one. It's like the dude who was dating Beyonce and really thought they were going to get married, bro. I mean, that's why he probably cheated on her, because he knew this ain't going to last. She's out of my league. Like, can we stop kidding ourselves? The Houston Texans should be thankful for what they get offered. All right, I'm done.
All right. Here's the thing. Is what you're talking about, you should take that shit over to the Marshawn Lynch fan control fucking league, because it's a fantasy.
We're going to talk about that, too.
What the fuck you're smoking, but
nothing yet.
You got to actually make a trade work, like in terms of value, in terms of money. So your whole little Sean Lee scenario, Sean Lee, nobody wants Sean Lee. He's going to get cut and get signed. And not just that, but nobody's going to take on Zeke's contract either. The whole point is to move the money around. That's what I'm telling you. So you, the Dallas Cowboys, aren't going to resolve your issue with Dak, get rid of Zeke's contract, and hold on to all those first-round picks. Are you fucking serious?
I said give up a first-round pick.
Are you a Cowboys fan now?
No, I said give up a first-round pick because it's Jerry Jones, and he has a way of finessing things his way. He's eating off money from the Raiders and the Rams and ain't seen no part of a Super Bowl.
But that's what I'm saying is the reason why the Colts were able to take on Wentz contract is because they had cap space. They were one of the top teams.
And Chris Ballard is a great GM. He pulled a great deal off.
Not every team is going to be able to pull that off
because they don't have great GMs.
And in the case of the Lions, that's also why they got 3 first-round picks, because they took back Jared Goff's contract, and they didn't need to.
Yeah, but they have Marvin Jones and other guys on that roster. It ain't just, we can't afford this dude's contract. It's going to cripple us. No. Like, the draft comes year in and year out. You can't sit up here and say, they don't have money for a QB's contract. No, they make space for a QB's contract.
Well, the Lions looked around the market and figured, hey, we're going to have to pay somebody $27 million. Might as well pay this guy.
They suckered him. They suckered the Rams.
He's like, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. If he sucks, we'll just draft somebody else to beat him out.
Well, McVay is just he's also kind of gambling big, He's basically, if he doesn't do well in the playoffs this year, how many years does he have left back in LA? Just imagine if they don't if they go all in right now on Stafford.
They can cut Stafford if it's really that bad. They can get out of his contract, which is good. That gives them more flexibility. But yeah, man, we've already spent a lot of time talking about this trade just in weeks past. But the last thing I'll say on it is just, I think to start the conversation, you got to already have 2 first-rounders, minimum. Probably 2 first-rounders this year, if you have them. Because I don't know if there's a team in the top that is necessarily going to give up that high selection just because their teams are so bad. Like, their teams are bad. Any team picking in the top 10 is not going to be able to just turn around and be a Super Bowl contender and afford to give up 3 first-rounders. So that's why you got to look in the later rounds, see who's right on the cusp can afford that. Now, the interesting thing would be if we see some sort of, like, real blockbuster. Like, you know, we talked about the Russ rumors. I doubt it'll happen, but that would be fucking crazy. Russ for Deshaun swap.
And that does nothing for either team. That's actually a loss for the Seahawks.
Takes up the personalities because at the end of the day, if it's an organizational thing, who knows? And you're telling me...
Who's blocking for Russell Wilson?
You're telling me Russell Wilson wouldn't clean up in Texas, in Houston?
No, they both are going to clean up wherever they go, but it's the same situation. Bad defense, explosive offense. And it's all on one guy.
But
what's his face? Chris Carson's supposed to be leaving in free agency. Who's the Seahawks starting running back? Name him.
DK?
I said starting running back.
Doesn't matter. Seattle will find a running back in Marshawn's league tomorrow. They always find
funny.
Running back.
That's funny. You're funny. That's the second time you went back to that. You're a piece of shit.
That league actually looks pretty tight, honestly.
That's why I was like, I didn't want to put it on the rundown. I just wanted to naturally bring it up in conversation because they're killing it on Twitch. They're killing it with their numbers. And like how they do their ownership and the fact that Marshawn Lynch said, "Sit your little ass down, little boy," on camera. Like he literally cussed out a fan. It was wonderful. Atlanta's killing it right now.
I mean, I think at least the concept that Vince McMahon proved with the XFL the first time around was that, hey, people want football beyond just the football. They want the entertainment aspect of it, like wrestling, you know? And the second time around, he proved, okay, I don't need to beat the NFL. I can just carve out my own thing by trying out different rules, by bringing in players who are good enough to play in the NFL, but, you know, still need some development.
And
because
some guys
who are second and third string and special teamers, you know, wasting their talent and earning potential.
And some guys made it to the league from the XFL. Some guys got drafted. Kenny Robinson, former West Virginia safety. So,
Khalil McKenzie, he returned to defensive tackle.
Yeah, Josh Johnson made it back to the league.
Roster. He got signed too. I think he's on the Bengals roster.
I think Cam Phillips,
the QB we just talked about last week.
Taylor Hanke. Yeah, a lot of guys made it. But
but bringing all that up is just like Marshawn Lynch's league has potential because he's not trying to be the NFL or the AFL. He's doing his own thing.
And you draft offensive lineman groups, like whole groups of offensive linemen.
And he has that personality and connection to the culture to like really bring the entertainment value behind it as well.
Which, by the way, do you think? Go ahead.
So I said, shout out to Marshawn.
Always town business. So, yeah, like I said,
I wanted to talk about J.J. Watt. Where's he going?
I wouldn't go to Pittsburgh to play with my brothers because that offense is trash. I'm looking at the Green Bay Packers. I don't think the Buccaneers don't have the cap space to take J.J. Watt on. People are saying the Raiders, but the Raiders are too stupid to actually sign somebody good. They'll just keep missing on players who don't fit their scheme and then say the players don't work hard, and then the players will end up going to another team and make a fucking Pro Bowl. Shout out to Danico Autry.
Shout out to Antonio Smith.
Shout out to what's the dude that plays for the Baltimore Ravens right now?